Okay folks, we have the Wagner FLEXiO 5000 and I'm looking forward to using this. I've been using an older Wagner and this is a much needed upgrade for my house remodel. I'm coming into the kitchen, I'm doing mudroom stuff right now, trim, etc. I got the one with the added on cleaning kit as well, the 23-piece cleaning kit. If you do choose that, you get a bunch of brushes, looks like some X-Acto blades, some cleaning tools, brushes with weird 45-degree angles to clean your gun. So we'll keep you updated about that. What I do like, obviously, because again, I have been using an older one, and I think we're going back to the one I've been using is like 2003. So this, number one, love the tub, has a handle on it, aerodynamic. Okay, we're gonna open it on up. You got your instruction manual. Looks like they actually give you, in here is gonna be your spray cup liners as well. All your instructions, I'm definitely gonna give that a read over, obviously not with you on camera. You have your detail finish nozzle here. You got 20 full ounces on that one. And then we have our main sprayer right here, 45 ounces right there. So that's gonna be really nice to be able to get your exterior walls, etc. And this is what I've been mostly painting here. And a spray gun definitely, though it takes a little bit of time to clean it and set it up, etc., it's just so much quicker with a lot of material, especially baseboards, accent walls, etc. Again, our main one here, our detailed one right here, and everything is adjustable. This one we can go vertical, horizontal. Same with this one, vertical, horizontal, for the outshoot. In our bin we have a cord length, not too terribly long. You obviously will be using an extension cord with this. You got your motor down below with what looks to be a little filter, and over here on this side is going to be our hose. This unlatches right here, your hose pulls up, our connection point to our motor here, and our connection point to our spray right over here. This twists on, locks in down here. What's really nice, I'm noticing right off the bat, especially if you use older ones, some of these new upgrades are absolutely phenomenal. You have a thumb trigger or a finger on and off trigger on each side. So each side has its own power button. So if I turn it on here, you can turn it off here. It's like a three-way light switch at your house. Of course, our trigger here, everything is adjustable right through here with your different speeds. You have an adjustable wheel right here, as we can see, goes all the way around. And then we also have an adjustable dial wheel right here on the top. And correction, the hose is 11.5 feet. You can use this with your stains, lacquers, and sealers as well, with latex and oil-based paints and primers. This is great because I've been using a spray can polyurethane for my slat wood projects, and it's actually pretty expensive. You can get more bang for your buck with the quart jars, and then just put them in this for easier access to lay it on. Now I'll get some in-use footage of it, but first impressions, absolutely demolishes the old one from 20 years ago. I was using ear protection. This thing is quiet, a lot quieter than a vacuum. It's just a little motor in the box. You could be listening to a podcast and totally hear what they're saying, you know, if you're using AirPods or something like that. The other one I was using pretty high grade ear protection. It was like clackety clack. It was pretty old. Anyway, the paint did a great job. Very nice coverage for my first coat. I actually used the older gun for a coat, but this one just laid it on so much better. So this is technically the second coat, but I'm going to lay on a very thin one more after this dries. Hopefully a bug, yep, a bug got on my paint. That's the only problem about spraying in the country in the summertime, is occasionally you'll get a few little bugs. And then just make sure your pup is not stirring up dirt to get on your paint project as well. In between coats, I took a damp napkin, rag, whatever you want to do, and I wiped the tip of the spray nozzle, and then I just stored, according to the directions, my whole entire paint can right here inside my box. And so again, just wipe the nozzle clean, I'm going to store it in here for another, until that first coat dries on my furnace door that I'm spraying, and then I leave this right here. The double trigger, definitely nice. Let me show you a couple little tips here. So when I first started spraying, I had it on too thin. So if you want a very thin, like if you're doing edge work and you don't want it to flow over, then push this dial to more thinner. Right now I'm more on a larger wave pattern as my puppy wants to play. Okay, hands down, really awesome sprayer. A couple little tips for you here. Watch where you do put your box. If you don't want overspray on the top of it, I just got some overspray on that I just had to wipe down. So do be careful where you do put that. I should have put that. I wanted it in this shot of the video. I should have put that like way over here. That last spray, it went down, got some overspray on my box. The lid, not that big of a deal, but if you want to keep your equipment looking real strong and clean, or if you are going to be reselling it later down the road, a little heads up for you there. Another heads up, which I thought was a very good tip here for a spray gun, is I wipe the tip again after my first coat, set my container in the box as you saw, came back. This was actually quite a bit later, got sidetracked, and we're talking probably 50 minutes. So definitely had my door nice and dry. It could have been even like an hour. Started spraying again like nothing even happened. But I wouldn't spray right on top of your door. What I would do is I just go to like my table here and I just sprayed a little bit on the leg, just to make sure the flow was nice. But I was very impressed. It didn't clog or gump on me. Again, after I just took a damp rag, came over here to the tip, wiped the tip off, and then, like I said, 50 minutes, an hour later, sprayed again like nothing even happened. So definitely impressed. And correction, it is about the loudness of a vacuum cleaner, maybe a little bit less than a vacuum cleaner, but not bad at all. And this new spray gun is saving a lot of paint as well, meaning that I'm just being able to spray more and still have more in the container. I think the other one was just globbing it on there, not doing an even spray. And so definitely upgrade, especially if you are using a 20-year-old one like I was. So this is kind of the different spray. It's like called the X nozzle or something like that. Right now I have it on, I think, in between 8 and 7. I started it off at like 2 or 1, and it just doesn't come out very much. It'd be for more like maybe fine work or something like that. But as I upped it, it just gave a larger spray, kind of more beef, and then also play with your power level nozzle here. Definitely grab a scrap piece of wood and play around with this nozzle, play around with the power, play around with the narrow to a wider spray area here, and then of course the vertical, or go into the horizontal position, which the easiest thing to do is grab these 2 tabs and do it that way, like this here. So obviously rotate that for certain angles. I actually didn't rotate it, and for the edge of the door here, what I did is I just went sideways with it, and it was able to spray that way. But you could easily just switch up your nozzle and then go this way, etc. For cleaning, it was super easy. I just followed the directions, used the provided brush kit I got along with it, used the brushes. It definitely helped because with the kit you only get a small little brush, but the added on brush kit definitely helped. I used quite a few, some itty bitty small ones, some larger ones. Just followed the directions, warm soapy water, cleaned it up really nicely, ready for next use.